Hi Aquarius, welcome to your May 2023 reading. We're going to be taking a look at the dates of May 15th to May 31st. And you guys know these readings are ultimately timeless and signless, so it doesn't actually matter when you're accessing this video, and it doesn't matter what your natal signs are. You don't have to have any significant Aquarian placements for this reading to be for you. If it resonates, then yay! And if it doesn't, I would invite you to back pocket the reading and to come back later once the energies have had a chance to unfold, because maybe there will be some insight for you at that time. If you'd like to work more personally with me, you know exactly where to find me. All of my information and my business page, which is my Etsy shop, is available on this page, okay? All right, so let's just jump right into your feelings, wow, your energy. Because I was going to say, I'm feeling really matter-of-facty right now as I'm doing this. And as I was shuffling these cards, the Ten of Swords flipped up really quickly and just went back down without fanfare, without a thud, without drama. The Ten of Swords is pretty much denoting when a period of, a painful period, a karmic past, so to speak, has finally ended. Now, usually that kind of comes down with a bang. We're talking tower moments, we're talking pain, you know, all sorts of stuff. But actually, yours just was like I told you. So let's jump in and see what this is. Is this energy of shock? Are you still in shock, and that's why your energy's feeling this way? Are you, I don't know, very nondescript energy about you right now. It could simply be that you're in such a new space. Who knows? That was kind of the vibe I was getting with the Sagittarius reading, by the way. They were just in this very peaceful liminal space, and Spirit had to kind of coax them out. But let's see what's going on with you. Oh gosh, what is this? Oh, okay, well, look, it doesn't matter what it is in turn, like what I was feeling there. Now they're saying, but this is what we want to talk to you about. So Aquarius, if this reading is for you, what I would like to talk to you about is your hyper focus. It feels like you've had a new beginning. It's almost like you have, like, everyone at this point has kind of had a splitting off, meaning they've had multiple paths available to them, and it was a major choice point, right? But the beautiful thing about it is that we just went through 2 eclipses, and all sorts of other energies were afoot that really allowed us to get rid of our stuff, allowed stuff to come up, and really for us to process it and all that. And it's really nice to make decisions when you're not feeling all heavy. And so I do see that you also went through that process. I'm getting the name Freddie here for somebody. I don't know if anyone knows a Freddie, but that's coming out here. But for whatever reason, you started a path, is what I'm seeing. 3 minutes and 3 seconds. You started a path, but then I'm seeing it's almost like a fractured path. It's like you made the decision, and then you started going off this way, good, which is great. And then the other part was this way, but you went this way. But before you can even really get too far, you've jumped the track and gone back onto hyper focusing on that other path that was leading you somewhere else. And the reason why I am bringing this to your attention right now is because I kind of get intuitively that the path that you have jumped onto, first of all, the path that you jumped off of was the path that was leading towards your highest good, right? Because we see this being shown as the Ace of Wands. And the path that you jumped back onto is a pathway that almost gives me like this vibe, like if you're a guy, it feels masculine, so I'm masculine energy here, but it doesn't have to be, right? But it feels like you were a guy, and of course it feels masculine because you made the decision going in here, but and you broke up with your girlfriend because it was too toxic. And then like a month later, less than a month later, not even a month later, like 2 weeks later, you're jumping back into her DMs and you're trying to get back to her to connect again because you want to see what she's doing. It's almost like before you can even commit to putting 2 feet on the ground where you are, you're backtracking. Meanwhile, this person has gone, you know, that path is the path they're heading on, but you jumped right back there. So what's going on here? There's a hyper focus. There's a little bit of an obsession energy that I'm seeing here. And Spirit is like, knock, knock. Remember this cup we gave you, the divine cup? This is the ace. Think about it this way. You've got 2 aces on the board. We've got Ace of Wands and we've got Ace of Cups. because the fourth cup that's in the Ace of Cups is that's in the Four of Cups, is the cup being offered by the divine to the person. But the person is too focused on something else to, number one, pay it any attention, and number two, to even be interested in paying it any attention. So my question is, what's got your focus so much here? But either way, let's pull a card for that. But either way, whatever it is that you're so focused on, your advice is to move towards where you were and what you were being given. And in order to get there, look at this, you have to get into the Queen of Swords. I just want to show you the bottom of the deck here. It's the Lady card. What is this card? Oops, the Moon. Okay, the Lady card here. Oh, look, here's our two. Look at that, two paths, right? So maybe going into this decision, oh my God, weren't we just talking about how the Moon gave you the opportunity to make two decisions, make a decision? Yeah, you going into this situation, you were in the right frame of mind and you made the decision to go off on a path which is in your highest good. Here we have the High Priestess, like literally two paths, right, underneath the Moon. So this is highlighting, like, yes, this is what we're trying to say. But you got off on the wrong foot. No, you were on the right foot and then you hopped over. So let's see what you're hyper focusing on. The Sun. Okay, look at the Sun here. But the Sun is behind this cute little baby. You're the cute little baby here. The Sun is behind you and you are illuminated from the back, casting you into shadow here. So, and look at your horse, is like, oh man, I wanted to eat oats and honey over, do they eat honey? I don't know, but oats and honey over there in the pasture. But now we're going off this way again. Oh, the horse is mad, right? But anyway, because what happens when we have such a bright influx of energy, you know, we commit to, yes, this is what I want, and we commit to it. We call in these higher energies. We do the invocations, if that's what you're about. You do the invocations, you say your prayers, you do your cord cutting meditations, all that. And what you're doing is you're stirring up the energy and you're letting in more light. But the greater the light, the longer the shadow. And the reason why the shadow is even there in the first place, in the presence of light, is because of an object. Okay, so we have the Sun over here with the light over here. We have the ground over here. The light is coming in, it's shining all the way to the ground. The only time you see a shadow on the ground is if something is blocking the light as it comes. And so therefore it casts a shadow. So that's why they say the brighter the light, the longer the shadow. The question is, what the hell is blocking? Why am I getting shadows here? Well, this is something that needs to be healed. So things started to come up for you to heal, and it looks like you got very caught up in the feelings and the symptoms, the nostalgia, the obsession, the whatever, the toxic energy that came up. There was a reason why you left this situation, but it came up again and you got sucked into it. They're like, we're going to turn the light on again. So funny. We're going to turn the light on again. And when we turn this light on this time, be ready to know that stuff is going to come up. Do not get cast off with the shadows. Just stay focused and just understand, yes, your fears are going to come up. Yes, your obsessions are going to come up. Yes, your addictions are going to come up. Yes, your nostalgia is going to come up. Yes, all this stuff is going to come up. Do not get swept away. Oh, maybe I should call my ex. I wonder how he's doing. Or, oh my God, now I'm ruminating about my relationship with my mother and this and that. Just let it all go. It's just coming up to be released. And if you can stay the course, I'm getting this will be okay, I was going to say 4 weeks, but I'm getting 4 months as the correction here. What could have been 4 weeks has now become 4 months for somebody, because maybe you've gotten onto this other, you jumped onto this other path and you got sucked down a little bit, and that's okay, but maybe it'll take you about 4 months to kind of like, whoop. As I said 4 weeks, as I said 4 months again, I felt 4 weeks. So some of you were like, no, I don't want, some of you are vibing with this video. You're like, yeah, this is me. But the minute you hear 4 months, you're like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to whatever. And suddenly the energy of 4 months kind of lifted up a little bit and I went back to 4 weeks. So that goes to show you, you can do this. You can have the reversal overnight. The question is, are you willing to do it, right? So whatever it is, whatever rabbit hole you've gone back down, whether it's depression, whether it's moping around, victim consciousness, overspending your money, your addictions, going back to your ex, re-engaging with family members and friends who are toxic, committing and to a lifestyle that isn't good for you, signing paperwork when you know you shouldn't have, whatever this is, just you can revert from it. But it, the more you've dug your heels in, like if you signed a contract, it might take a little bit longer. And so that's the energy here. But look what was meant for you and what is coming back around for you. Rebirth. But you got to put in the work, and Spirit is saying this is your not warning, this is your advisory. Like, this is a flood warning kind of. This is your advisory. We are going to turn the lights on again in your field, Aquarius. Okay, when this energy hits your field, expect inclement weather. Okay, but it does not mean that you get into action mode. Avoid taking action. Lie low. Listen for Spirit. Whatever needs to be done, please do it. Okay, Hermit, that's what needs to be done. You see how this is resting right on our head? You need to follow your guidance. 11 minutes. What was the guidance that I'm sure were told, but maybe you got kind of caught up? God bless. It happens to all of us, right? Every now and then. The guidance is like, hey, we're turning the lights on. There's a light peeping right here. Get ready. When stuff comes up, here's your sword. We just want you. And what do we want you to commit to? Taking time out. Being in your own space. All right? This is very, very straightforward. I was going to say forgive me for making it roundabout if I did, but you heard me say I forgive you. So somebody's already forgiven me because maybe I didn't do anything wrong. All right. What's this? I'm getting that's my party like a rock star energy right there. Look at this. Was it Gemini? Was it the Gemini reading? One of the readings had party like a rock star energy. No, it might have been Aries. I don't remember. So if you're watching, maybe that's a little bit of a nod to both of those videos. One of them. I guess you'll have to watch both to find out, huh? Anyway, 2 more. The end. Okay, so we're gonna end with a little bit of lesson. What's the moral of the story? Great question. The moral of this story is hey, we're gonna turn the light on. I'm not going to repeat that again, right? The moral of the story is if you want to be a rock star, if this is where you want to go, if you have a course set, then it shouldn't matter what comes up. Now, it does matter what comes up in the sense that things can sway us because we're emotional beings. We've got thoughts, we've got feelings, we've got this and that. But spiritual strength is the strength of the will. Okay, when you set an intention that this is what I want to do, I want to turn my life around, please, Spirit, God, Ganesh, whoever you call in, higher self, universe, ants, I don't know, whatever you call in for yourself to assist you and to get you onto your highest path, that's your commitment point. And you have to focus on that commitment point. And what that looks at a practical level like is that, hey, I committed to, let's just use this random example, losing weight. And the way that I chose to commit to that is by doing A, B, and C. When D, E, F starts coming up, and this person wants to do that, and these feelings start coming up, I can have all these around me if I choose to, sure, but I have to make sure that I protect my interests. If my interest is to do A, B, and C, I have to assess what about D, E, F, if anything, is obstructing my ability to do that. And it'll be very easy to see because now you're caught finding yourself between 2 desires, right? But I really wanted to do this, but I wonder, when you get to that point, you have to make your choice. Either you're going to be a rock star like you said you wanted to be, or you're going to go off path. And it's up to you, really. And your path is the one, the path that you end up on is the one that you feed. The dragon that lives is the one that you feed. It's plain and simple. So if you want to do it, do it. Otherwise, you're not going to be doing that. You're going to be doing something else. Now, I'm not minimizing the challenge that it takes. I'm pointing out the reality of it. So this is just calling you to remind you today that light is coming in. Expect inclement weather, okay? But commit every time you feel it come up. Commit to your path and don't get swayed, all right? You know where to find me if you want to work together. Bye.